Hey everybody, welcome back to more of the absolute ugliest Pokemon ever created. Wanted to let you guys know that I really appreciate the support in the series so far, and I'm hoping we can have that continue. Be sure if you like the video to hit the like button down below, and please subscribe if you're new. My goal by the end of this series is to be up to 500 subscribers, so I'm hoping that we can get there. I'm going to go ahead and get started without further ado, and we're going to talk about the ugliest electric-type Pokemon that has ever existed. And I do want to say something because I have a feeling you guys already know what I'm going to pick. You guys already think I'm going to pick either Voltorb or Electrode. Well, here's the problem. Yes, it just looks like a Pokeball. I get that. I do. But if you can be a Pokeball and you can look that happy, no, not going to happen. The ugliest Pokemon, we all know the ugliest electric Pokemon is Pikachu. Don't even question it. I expect you to get mad at me in the comments, and you can do that. It doesn't change my opinion, though. What is the ugliest Generation 2 Pokemon? Well, this is a pretty easy one. This Pokemon is literally a plug, an outlet that goes into the wall. If you had to live your life with two prongs coming out of the top of your head, would you be enjoying your life? This thing is an absolute abomination. Generation 3. What do we... Oh, wow. Great. Well, you guys know how I feel about Pikachu clones. You guys have known that for a while at this point. So I think the answer is quite obvious. But red is my favorite color, so I'm going to have to go with the blue one. Minun, why do you exist? You're a mouse. You don't do anything. No one likes mice, by the way. No one does. They invade your home, and all you do is set out traps and kill them. No one likes them. No one in the world says, oh, I want a pet mouse. That sounds so awesome. No, it doesn't. No one says that. No one thinks that. Okay, no one does. Generation 4, what is the ugliest Pokemon? Well, it depends on what appliance you use most of the time. Do you use your oven, your fridge, your washing machine, your lawnmower, or your fan the most? I think in most households, the lawnmower probably gets used the least amount, and mowing the lawn probably is the worst out of all of these. This, you just push a button. This stores your food. This cooks your food, and this keeps you cool. It's got to be the lawnmower, man. No one likes mowing the lawn. Moving on. Generation 5. I don't need to explain myself. Generation 6. There's a lot of Pikachus on here, and there's a Pikachu clone on here, but the answer is actually Heliolisk, because this thing is super, super tall, and I actually forgot that it even existed, which tells me enough of what I need to know. Generation 7. Cool idea, bad execution. This is a literal bus. It's a school bus. It was redeemed when it was evolved into Vikavolt, but how did this become Vikavolt? I really don't know, I don't understand, and I really don't think I want to know. I'm a little bit disturbed by the fact that this thing even exists. And can we go back to Stunfisk? I have to do it, man. I have to. Is it supposed to be a fish? It's an electric ground type, but it's supposed to be a fish. What and why? Someone explain. If you have some lore about Stunfisk, can you let me know? Oh, let's look up its Pokedex entry. What does it say? That's what we have to do. Give me a second. Stunfisk. These are the things I do to draw out the videos longer. Okay, Stunfisk. So it's a ground electric type, right? Okay, here's its regular form. What is its Pokedex entry? It's a flat, fish-like Pokemon, mostly muddy brown color, which allows it to camouflage as it hides beneath the water. It has two short brown fins on either side of its flat body and a bright yellow fin. Not what I was looking for. Despite looking seamlessly sluggish, they're cunning predators. What are you a predator of? Who's looking at this thing and is scared of it? Do you? Okay. Do you look at this thing? I'm scrolling over. Do you look at this thing and think to yourself, oh man, I'm so afraid of that? I'm terrified. No, you don't. And if you do, it's probably because it's so ugly you can't even stare at it. Moving on, okay? Moving on. All right, we went too long on that. Gen number 8. Are we already at Gen 8? Jeez. Generation 8. Quite honestly, a lot of these are really cool. And then, yeah. I get that they were trying to do something unique with the fossils in Generation 8. I'm not mad about that. I'm not. Do you know what I am mad about? Do you know what I really am mad about? The fact that they created quite honestly, some of the worst things I've ever seen, and I have no desire to use them just based off the fact of how I just can't see myself taking this seriously. It's like, oh man, that was so strong. Too bad it's this monstrosity using it. It just doesn't work. I wish it did, but it won't. Generation 9. There comes a time where you have to understand you did too much. Game Freak already did, some cool stuff with a lot of old Pokemon. And then they did this with Magneton. They called it Sandy Shocks. It stands on 2 legs that are magnets now. It's growing hair. Why? Why? I mean, you could have just made a Paldean Magnemite or Magneton, and then gave a Magnezone a whole new form, like how we had Clodsire. But instead, you just did this. I'm okay with some of the Paradox Pokemon. Like, some of them look really, really good. They do. But this is like, what did you do? What did you do? Now, honestly, I think the answer is quite clearly which one's the worst, and it's obviously Stunfisk. I think Stunfisk, unfortunately, first of all, it should be a water type. Can I look at that again? Is there anything that says why it's not a water type? Let's look this back up. I want to look at its Pokedex entry. Can I go on? Bulbapedia usually has them, right? It's in a water egg group, too. This makes no sense. It's in a water egg group. It's 25 pounds. How is that 25 pounds? Okay. Let's see. Let's look at the Pokedex in Generation 5. Here we go. It's not telling me. Where's the Pokedex entry? I mean, ground electric. Like, why did you think? It's not known to evolve into or from any other Pokemon. Oh, it says there's an in the anime section. Did they put him in the anime? They did actually put him in the anime. He actually looks worse in motion. I'm actually quite disappointed. It makes me more concerned. Oh, man. Okay. Minor appearances. It also appeared in the opening sequence of the black and white anime. Why would you even throw this in there? I don't understand. Here's Stunfisk, the trap Pokemon. Stunfisk hides itself in the mud and then delivers an electric jolt when its prey touches it, smiling all the while. There is no way this thing smiles. And I wouldn't either if I looked like that. That's going to do it for the video today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you're new. I'll bring you ice types tomorrow. Have a good one.